Hey guys, so I'm running a little errand and it is absolutely perfect outside. It says it's 75 degrees, but I think it's a little warmer than that. If I had to guess, it's probably closer to 80, but it feels really good and I want to go by Sephora and Blue Mercury today because I want to take a look. Sephora has a couple things that I have kind of been on my back burner list, but I want to look at them in store before I pull the trigger, which is why I haven't bought them online. I just always feel like buying stuff online is such a waste if if you're not sure that you want it, then you have to wait for it to come. Then you have to either ship it back and wait for the refund or go to the store anyway to return it. So I've just always been the type to, if I am going to buy something brand new, I will just go and take a look at it in store instead. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do first? First, I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I will take care of going to Sephora. Because there's really nothing quick that I can get to eat over here. Unless I drive a little further down and go to Wendy's. So that's where we're going to go. Aw, golden retriever. I love golden retrievers. They're so cute. I feel like everyone has a golden retriever. Oh, so I'm going to talk to you guys for a few minutes today about Skincare by Hyram's new launch. I'll put a timestamp right here for when I start talking about that, in case that's the only part of the video that you're interested in, because I am going to add it to the title and I don't want it to be like clickbaity because it's kind of annoying. So if you only want to hear thoughts on that, go to that timestamp. But I'm going to talk to you guys for a couple minutes while I get my food, and then once I park, because I have some notes that I really want to go over. And you guys, I get it. Skincare by Hyram has a very, very loyal following. But I also think that a lot of people, because of this launch that he has come out with, I think a lot of people are kind of starting to change their minds about Hyram, based on what I've seen at least. I actually need to go by Container Store. I might actually go by Container Store and save Sephora and Blue Mercury for tomorrow, because I don't want to feel like I'm rushed when I go there, but we'll see. Let's see how long it takes me to get food, because that's a deciding factor. So, okay, so Skincare by Hyram, let's go over this, because some of the info I know just off the top of my head. So he comes out with this brand that is paired with the Inky List. And I'll tell you guys, I've never tried any products from the Inky List as of filming this video. Their products came on my radar back when Beautylish stopped selling The Ordinary. So a little while now, I've been aware of the Inky List. They were sort of the short-term answer to The Ordinary coming off of Beautylish, because that made it super accessible for everyone. And when Beautylish stopped selling The Ordinary, it was like, oh, well, this newer brand called the Inky List is affordable, accessible, and people got excited about it, whatever. I never tried anything because the products that I liked from The Ordinary, I had stocked up on. So it wasn't a big deal for me. They're washing the menu. What in the world? I've literally never seen that, not once. They're washing the menu outside. So I kind of had a feeling that the Inky List would do really well. So Skincare by Hyram comes out with this, what's it called? Selfless by Hyram or whatever it is. I'll put it up here. It's Selfless something is the thing to take away from this. he announces this, and a lot of people are really excited. Whatever, all good. So he comes out with this brand, and a lot of people are very excited. You know, Hyram has a ton of followers, and I've talked about on my channel before, I'm not the biggest fan of Hyram because he's not an esthetician, he's not a dermatologist. So if I'm going to take solid skincare advice from somebody, then I'm gonna go to someone that's a little more qualified, a little bit more seasoned. And the only like skincare influencer that I really listen to and enjoy is James Welsh, and he'll come into this story in a minute. So, you know, I like James. Do I take everything he says as, you know, the gospel? No, but I do think that he's got a little bit more experience behind him. He's a little bit more well versed in skincare knowledge and product knowledge than what Hyram is. Maybe that's just my personal opinion, but we all have one. I had a lot of questions when Hyram announced this brand. I was kind of wondering what it would entail, because he's always been the type of person, if you watch even a little bit of Hyram's content, you will take away two key factors very quickly. One, he always preaches about affordable skincare and sustainability. Two is that he hates fragrance. So you don't even have to be a longtime viewer to understand that that's kind of his shtick. So fine, you know, knowing that, you would expect for the brand that he comes out with to be very affordable, especially considering his fan base is very young, and typically, you know, younger people, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in my early 20s, I didn't have $30 to spend on a skincare product. I might have had $30 to spend on 8 skincare products, but even then, I didn't have $30 to just shell out for skincare. So his audience is very young, and so I do find that somewhat interesting how my expectations were not met at all. And I'm going to go over some of these notes because I have specific things that I want to talk about, but let's get parked. Safety first, and then we can talk about all of these complaints that I have. And you guys, I know it's not that serious, but it's just like dumb. So the name of the brand is Selfless by Hyram, and I want to go over the price points with you guys because that was kind of the first thing that was a red flag for me. So he has a cleanser that is $20, an algae repair serum for $30, exfoliating serum for $24, a niacinamide moisturizer for $26, a salicylic acid serum for $24, and you can buy the full set for $124. Keep in mind, this is someone who says and has said verbatim, skincare is for everybody. And I could not agree more. However, when you stand on your channel and you're constantly pushing affordable products and you come out with this, I don't really know if this would include everybody, because there are many people in the population that cannot shell out $26 or $24 or $30 for a single skincare item. It's bad enough the drugstore skincare prices are going up, so it's not being inclusive when you have a higher price point. And I know that producing sustainable skincare and beauty products costs more, but I still feel like, even that being considered, this is a higher price point. But let's move on. Talking about the full set that he offers, I don't find this to be very useful, and I'm just being a realist here. These products are not meant for every skin type. So for me specifically, I might be able to use the cleanser, the repair serum, and the moisturizer, but I don't need the exfoliating serum or the acne serum that has the salicylic acid in it. Or maybe I just need the cleanser and the salicylic acid serum if I have an acne prone skin type. So what I'm saying here is that the full set is rendered useless, in my opinion. I don't understand why it's even being offered, because skincare routines are so finicky and specific to one person's needs and what their skin type is and what their skin issues are. So the set is, I don't understand why we're even being offered a set here. As far as active ingredients in skincare, now this is something that I've talked about on my channel. I always say, if you're going to spend money on a skincare product, make sure that if you're paying for a retinol serum, that it has a fair amount of that active ingredient, which is retinol. If you're paying for a vitamin C nighttime moisturizer, make sure that vitamin C is not listed at the very end of the ingredient list and it has like 0.00012% of vitamin C, and they're just using it as a marketing tactic and something to be able to say, oh, this is a vitamin C moisturizer. However, when you actually do the research, vitamin C is at the bottom of the list and it's such a small amount. They're just using it in order to be able to say, here's a vitamin C moisturizer, even though it's at the bottom of the list. He is someone who has really preached about active ingredients before on his channel. Anything less than 1% is not worth it, according to Hyram. So when I did a little bit of research on some of these products, I'm going to give you some examples. He is being a pure hypocrite here, in my opinion. His retinol algae serum has 0.2% retinol, less than 1%. Salicylic acid serum as well. If you look at a salicylic acid serum at Sephora or Ulta, typically it's 2% of the salicylic acid, because that is sort of the standard as far as what works for acne prone skin, and a good percentage to include in the product so that the efficacy is actually there for someone experiencing acne breakouts. So to tell your audience to always make sure that your skincare products have over at least 1% or higher of the active ingredient, and then roll out products that are below that threshold and with a higher price point, that's being a hypocrite. Problematic. Now, as far as James Welch reviewing this skincare line, it is biased because he is friends with Hyram, so it's no shade to James. However, I do think that a lot of people were echoing the same issues in the comments section where, people really have come to trust James Welch. They like him, they like his content. So to see such a biased review, I think a lot of people were let down. I like James. I'm still subscribed to him and all of that good stuff. But, unfortunately, when you create friendships with other YouTubers, it comes to a point where when that YouTuber puts something out, you want to support your friend, but you also don't want to come off as biased to your subscribers that have helped build your channel. So I'm sure that that's a difficult position to be in. I can tell you guys what I would have done if I was him. I would have not reviewed Hyram's brand, because I could have been honest with myself to say, I have a bias. My subscribers count on me to not be biased. So why don't I just skip over this review? I will use the products. I'll enjoy them. However, I'm not going to put up a biased review because I respect my subscribers and they respect my integrity. So I'm going to sit this one out. But that's just me. It's no shade towards James whatsoever. I like him. I really do. But as far as a biased review, unfortunately, it was a biased review for him to have these on his channel. Now let's talk for a second about the brand name Selfless by Hyram. This is a man who has built his channel off of undisclosed sponsorships, unqualified advice, and he started out using affordable products until he got the attention of luxury skincare brands that were reaching out to him, offering to sponsor him, send him free stuff, and all of a sudden, that affordable side of Hyram that everyone kind of got attached to was no more. Of course, he's continued to grow because YouTubers that reach 1 million subscribers, it's like a lot of people just turn a blind eye to it. And a lot of his subscribers are also very young, very naive, and they don't understand why undisclosed sponsorships and, flip-flopping when you start out affordable and then you end up spraying luxury skincare all over your channel, why that's a problem. They just don't know because they're young and they don't care. It's the same reason why family channels are so successful. It's because they've built their platforms off of young, naive kids and teenagers don't care, nor do they care to understand why showing little kids in their swimsuits or, really sensitive family moments online, they don't get why that's a problem. Now, as far as Hyram's announcement videos, he's done a few highlighting different products, announcing the brand, building a brand, even though he did not build this brand. He partnered with Inky List, which was already a well-established brand, to come out with these products. So as far as building a brand, to me, that's just a lie. His rollout videos seemed very MLM kind of vibes to me. Now, I know that I go really hard at MLMs, and I always will, because I think that they're terrible business structures and take advantage of people. But the vibes of his videos were very much MLM, boss babe inspired, just tacky. They weren't relatable at all. And my entire feeling about his brand, this announcement, the videos, it's greenwashing, and I also think that it has a little bit of that savior complex sprinkled in there, not heavily, but a fair amount. I don't care for it, and if I don't like it, I'm always going to tell you guys. And this is not me just hating on Hyram or being salty or anything like that, but I am not here for influencers putting out skincare products when they were not trained, qualified, or have the amount of knowledge that other people do. And then all of a sudden they come up on their channels and shill out these products. And at the end of the day, nobody needed a skincare line from Hyram. We have so many amazing brands that are in the drugstore. If you want to go more luxury, Sephora, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, there's just so many skincare products out there that are developed by actual professionals and have medical studies behind them. And to me, this just feels like a big old money grab. But the greenwashing and the whole vibe of his videos, just, I don't like one bit of it. I wouldn't like it anyway, but what I saw, I really didn't like, and I just felt like washing my hands and walking away. So I won't be buying anything from his brand. But will you guys? What do you think? Do you think that this is just another influencer money grab? Is it annoying? Is it tacky? Do you agree with the fact that, in my opinion, it's greenwashing through and through? And what do you think about him sort of, always preaching be affordable, but then come out with products like this at the price point? Tell me what you think about all of it. I really want to know. I know that Hyram has some fans that absolutely adore his every move. And this is not me saying, oh, cancel Hyram. He's done. It's not it at all, but I'm always going to use my platform to tell you guys that I think that there are better options that exist already, and that's just how I feel about it. It's not to be preachy or anything like that, but that's what we do on this channel, is share opinions and have conversations about things, especially when it comes to influencers using their fan base and their subscribers as a money pit. It's gross. So either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.